Okay, guys, so hey, it's your main guy, CBK, and today we have an AMA, the long-awaited AMA. We were supposed to have it last week, but we got the time zones and some stuff sort of mixed up, and the guys were, I believe, in Athens at the time, so we couldn't have it, but we have TradeFlow.Io with us today. So I just want to welcome the team from TradeFlow.Io. And we have John with us. John, and I believe everyone, all you guys can sort of introduce yourself after John. So anyway, John, good to have you with us. How you doing?
Thank you very much for having us, Carl. Let me just note that our platform is TradeFlow.Ai, just not to make mistakes, promote someone else.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, you're right.
No worries.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Thank
Okay,
you
John.
very much for having us, Carl.
Yes, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Right. So now, just so that we are clear with who you are you the CEO or the dev? Where do you fit into this whole grand scheme of things?
I'm the CEO of TradeFlow, and Harris is the CTO of the company.
Right. Okay. So John, you're the CEO, and so I didn't get the last person.
Harris.
Right.
Me.
Okay. Right, that's yourself. Yeah, so go ahead, introduce yourself, sir. How you doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm Harris. I'm the CTO of the company, and I work with the tech. I work on trading algorithms and anything else the company may need.
Oh, that's interesting. I do have some questions around sort of trading algorithms. So if that's what you specialize in, wow, that's pretty good. All right, so Harris, is Harris here with us? Are you able to unmute, sir?
Yeah, I'm here. It was me speaking.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay, so we got Harris. It's Oman, is it? Oman Yakov?
No, that's me. That's OJ.
No, my username is just Harris.
Okay, all right. So this is it then. It's just you two.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, you know what? I've got all different names on the board and I'm getting confused. I'm confusing myself with these names. All right, well, look, so that's just you guys are the team guys for TradeFlow. As you know, I'm CBK, so this is my team. Guys, introduce yourself.
There we go, on mute. I'm my name is go by OJ, developer within the crypto space. Excited to hear what you guys have to talk about.
Excellent.
Nice to meet you, OJ.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cersei. I'm a telecommunications engineer and a self-taught blockchain developer. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Excellent. So now the formalities out the way, let's get into the meat and the potatoes, as they say. So, all right, just to say so everybody knows, a lot of my followers understands my process of bringing people on to do an AMA. I gave you guys 6 questions. You guys answered them beautifully. Just for the listeners and the viewers to know, I'll just go through the questions that I asked, and this is questions that I ask everybody who I bring onto the show to do an AMA. So the first question that I actually asked you guys was, or actually John answered it, was, are you planning on doxing yourself and showing your face on a video or AMA? And by the looks of it, John, you're pretty much out there showing your face. So, yep, definitely is. And he's the CEO. All right. Are you planning to be KYC'd, including the devs and founder of your project? John answered, yes, of course. We have already passed KYC in PreSale. And PreSale is a pretty much standard recognized company which people go to. So they hold their credibility where that's concerned. The third question I asked was, will the contract be verified on the blockchain before launch? And if not, why? And John then answers, we are on the Binance Smart Chain as a token. We will verify the contract when we launch our platform in 12 months. Fourth question I asked was, will the contract be audited, and if so, by whom? And when will this be implemented? John then goes to say we are audited in PreSale, but we'll use Certic for the audit of the main contract. And we all know Certic, and they're, pretty much the standard building blocks when it comes down to auditing, a lot of smart contracts and projects that's been out there in the past. And they're pretty much, I would safely say, they're the number one auditing company that you can go with. And I must say, John, just before I go on to the last question that I asked you, that was one of the main things that really caught my attention to your project. The main fact that you guys would put your barrier so high to go to Certic to get your contract audited and make sure that the security in the building blocks is correct. That's very appealing. The last thing that I asked, last question was, will the dev wallet be multi-sig and locked? And if so, how long for? And then John says, our wallet is locked for 16 months. So that was the questions that got you guys on. And I just want to say thank you for answering those questions. I will revisit one or two of them a little bit later on in the AMA, but I just want to let you guys know and let the world know the guys are here and they've pretty much answered all the questions. And thank you for being transparent.
Thank you so much, Carl, for giving us the opportunity to be transparent, because the current problem in the crypto space is that decentralized technology and decentralized launchpads and exchanges as well give the opportunity to projects that are not even companies to create a token and be able to create fuzz about it. And then we have some rug pulls and disappointment among the crypto audience. We have a lot of fuzz, what I named it in the space. And it's really difficult to distinguish credible projects, legit companies from just scams. So this is really important for us to be able to be here with you today, to be able to share more details about who we are, what drove us to create TFlow, and what we are looking for, and be able to distinguish ourselves from this crypto fuzz which is all around us.
Excellent. Yeah, and that's exactly it. There's so many rugs out there. It's just, man, I've had enough of it. Look, we've all got a whole load of rugs in our cupboards now. We need some carpets and some linen and some silk. Just like leave the rugs to, someone else, man. But anyway, seriously, I do know that you have some questions. So if you want to ask some questions, Cersei, and then I'm sure the guys got a lot they want to share about the project and how they're getting on along their roadmap and everything else. So Cersei, take it away. This is your time.
Yes. Okay. So can you give us a little bit of background of what you have built here? What was your inspiration regarding the project?
Yes, of course. Let me first start, and then I think Harris will take it from there. So my initial experience into crypto was in 2008, but at that time I was just reading the news and focusing on learning more about the technology. I was scared to step into crypto, but I always loved the idea that blockchain is giving us access to technology and giving us the opportunity to create a new project and be able to transfer the creation of value into the internet. But in 2017, I took the decision to step in and start investing in the cryptocurrencies. And I was lucky because in the first period that I joined the cryptocurrency world, the total market cap was at 67 billion. It was somewhere in Greece. And suddenly I saw the market rising. And, I went through all the boost from 67 billion to almost 1 billion, 67 million to 1 billion total market cap. And I went through also the ICO era where I saw initial coin offerings, raising money, raising millions in just minutes. And I was really inspired. My initial profession and my expertise is business strategy. I'm an awarded business strategist. In 2020, I was awarded as one of the best business strategists in Europe. And my expertise is to be able to design software products, software services, digital services, in order for my clients, which are usually organizations and big companies, to open up new markets and attract new clients. So crypto was always my hobby. and I love technology was I didn't step into this world until 2017. In 2018, I started working as a consultant in different blockchain projects. One of them was ParkGen. It was a crypto project which successfully completed an initial coin offering and raised money to create a parking app. I was also involved in the ethos.io, which is now Voyager token. I designed some solutions for them, and I tried to advise them on how to develop their project. And then I realized that there is a real gap in the market as to how to bridge the real economy, traditional economy, with the blockchain economy. So this was the inspiration initially to create something, but the idea came when I met Harris, and together we thought that we could give a real solution to people that need someone to help them as for how to handle the crypto wealth. Because right now, the market is really fragmented and it's really difficult when you step into the crypto market to just be able and prepare yourself not only to open an account on exchanges, but mostly on how to learn a successful trading strategy. This is the difficult part, and this is what led us to create TradeFlow.
Great. Thank you. So how big is the team? How did you guys met with each other? How many people are working behind the scenes to make this project work?
So initially, the first and main inspiration, not only inspiration, but main drive to create our technology, because as a project, let me just share some information on what we do, and then I will talk about the people that are behind the project. So actually what TradeFlow is all about is an application, a platform, which is offering automated trading services. That means that it's not the traditional copy trading model, it's automated trading where our bots, our technology, the algorithms that Harris has designed, take the decisions about how to trade. And this is not a trading that happens many times within a day, it's a medium-term strategy where all the trades are done on the daily chart. That means that within, let's say, 12 months time, you may have trades that are 7, 8, 10 trades that are going to bring back successful results. This is what we have designed. We are inspired by the copy trading services, and we decided to design something that it will be fully automated, so a human will not take any decision about how to trade. We leave that to technology that Harris has designed. Harris will share more details about that later on. And the second thing that we wanted to do is, apart from taking profits from the crypto market, you know very well that the crypto market is unstable, it's much volatile. You never know where you have a bull market, or you have a bear market, or you have a bearish trend or a bullish trend. Right now, we are experiencing 6 months of a bearish trend, which is leading to severe losses to crypto investors. And we wanted to offer them a stable solution. And that would come by actually creating security token offerings, because we liked that technology. And we have the experience from my prior job as a B2B business development strategist to attract big companies that would wish to tokenize their services and offer an annual return to our users. So we have a series of crypto services. The one is the automated trading. And secondly, if someone wants to take profit out of the crypto market and want to invest in something stable that's going to offer 10 to 20% annual interest, they're going to invest in security token offerings. So that was the inspiration. But based on this model, we set up the team. Of course, Harris is the CTO. Harris will share more details about himself and his experience. But may I note his name down, because he's going to be a crypto superstar in the future. Harris is a big talent and a specialist in trading algorithms. He's young, but he's very, very intelligent and knows very well how to design trading algorithms. We have our crypto analyst, which is Vespina Tsirogianni. She's one of the few women in Greece who really knows how to analyze the crypto market. Of course, we have our advisors, which are advisors with big experience in the real economy. We have Tony Vavakidis, who's a yachting advisor. He's also vice president of the European Union, let's say, of yachting companies. We have Aston Bailey, who's our US advisor. Aston is an entrepreneur in 50 states in the US. He has very much experience in general investing in business, but his expertise is debt financing in real estate. We have Dimitris Litsikakis, who is one of the few Greeks in fintech. He's former CEO of Revolut, as in Greece, Malta, and in Cyprus. He was leading there, and right now he's at the Vir Group, head of e-money department. And we also have Kyriakos Papazoglou, who is also Greek who lives abroad. He's based in Switzerland, and he has created his own investment fund in real estate, who is also helping us in this effort. And we also have Socrates Papaspyrou, who is another Greek who is lived many years abroad, and he's in charge of our operations in general. So these are the team. We have 8 people right now in the team, and we are growing fast as our needs. When you grow as a crypto company, you have several needs, and we try to attract the best talent to work for the company.
That's great. Thank you very much. Can you explain about the tokenomics and taxes behind all those? Can you explain where the taxes go to?
Yes, well, this is, I think, one of the best questions in order to share our tokenomics, because, when we started the project, we didn't want to start the project if we didn't have a good white paper. Because from my point of view, if you don't have a good white paper, which is currently focused on the main needs of the crypto space, you can't go anywhere. So what we did, actually, we knew what we wanted to build, but you always need an expert with experience in the space that can guide you in order to create something great. And we had the pleasure and honor to work with Arthur Inuma, which is a crypto investor and crypto consultant from Inuma Partners. He was also a former vice president in UBS, and his expertise is in white papers. So we were really lucky to work with him. Arthur guided us to create our tokenomics. So right now we are on the Binance Smart Chain. We have created 250 million tokens. Right now in our pre-sale, we are currently selling 40 million of these tokens. The use of the token is a utility token. We have our legal opinion from legal advisors, but we are not a security, we are a utility token. And the use of the token is actually that our investors, in order to gain access to the platform and start investing in our trading bots or investing in our security token offerings, they have to hold 10% of their portfolio value in TFlow tokens. That's our actually term in order to offer these services. So what we actually do is that by offering successful services that are going to create value, the investors will come to the platform. So the more investors we are going to attract, the more capital we're going to see flow into the platform, and the more TFlow tokens are going to be locked in order for these investors to get these profits back. Now, when they get these profits back and they actually profit from investing in our platform services, we are going to reward them with extra TFlow tokens, which are going to be given to them, credited to them, according to what success fee they paid in the platform. So from one point, they have to buy TFlow to win, but if they win, they get extra TFlow tokens. The more TFlow tokens they hold, the more investment capital they can allocate to the platform. So the tokenomics are based that the more successful that we are, the more investors we are going to have, and the more TFlow coins are going to get locked. So the fewer TFlow coins are in the market, the higher the price is going to go.
Great, thank you. What makes you differ from other projects out there?
Well, at this question, Harris is going to answer it because I want him to share more details about the trading algorithm of TFlow. Let me just make a start that, there is no algorithm that works for every coin. Every coin is a different case. So what we decided to do is actually create 15 trading algorithms, each algorithm for one trading pair. So the logic behind how the algorithm works and what makes it unique, Harris is the key person to talk about that. So I give Harris the opportunity to share more details about himself and of course about the algorithm, which is firstly the first competitive advantage, and then I think the conversation will come back to me to explain you about the investment pools. Harris, your turn.
Thank you very much, John. I would like to say that already one major difference with TFlow is the tokenomics model, as John explained. I have done a lot of research and I have not seen this model in another project, but I think it will be extremely dynamic in the sense that the price will reflect the increase in customers right away because of the need for TFlow coins in order to place your positioning. As for the bots, of course, for people to want to invest in the platform, either be investing in the bots or in the real life assets. So these are our two main attractors for customers. Personally, I got into algorithmic trading because I was always very math inclined, but I also like psychology. And then when I got into economics, those two kind of came together, and I was very fascinated by the field. And then I was amazed to find how much gatekeeping there is, because basically every individual that manages to create a profitable algorithm tends to keep it for himself or for an internal company, because in a way it's a money printing machine. So it's a field that it's a lot like a riddle. Like in most of programming, I'll go online and I'll find all sorts of tutorials. When it comes to algorithmic trading, you will find tutorials on how to set up the APIs and how to connect to the exchanges and all of that. But you won't find many tutorials on how to actually make something that works. Because if someone was to put out their his solution to the riddle, that solution would quickly become saturated, and he would see his percentage gain go down due to more people running the strategy. This makes the entire sector of algorithmic trading extremely closed, and the information flow extremely limited. And that to me was extremely challenging and extremely fascinating. I decided to start researching more deeply into it. And I have found that the mathematics side of things is the one that always gets the results, and going back to the basics situation, trying to not get lost in the numbers, but instead look at your foundations and build from there. I would like to say a lot more, but I would like to see some more specific questions, if that is possible.
Yeah. So what are the next projects in the future that you plan to build?
Let me first note that Harris wants to finish some things about the algorithm, how the algorithm works and why we are different, which is our competitive advantage. And then afterwards, I will answer the question about what are our next projects, and I will mainly focus on the security token offerings and what we are going to do different. But let's let Harris finish about how that works and behind our unique competitive advantage, because our algorithm is a unique competitive advantage.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Thank you.
So the algorithm works on two levels, and the first level is determining a market state of the entire crypto market before looking into any specific coin. So first we have one algorithm that looks into multiple metrics to determine whether the market is healthy or dangerous. And the healthy or dangerous state can break into three subcategories. So we can have a healthy market that is uptrending, a healthy market in consolidation, or a healthy market that is deteriorating, which means we could be seeing a turning point. And then for the dangerous market, we can have a dangerous market that is recovering, or we can again have a dangerous market in consolidation, or worst case scenario, we have a dangerous market in a downtrend. Which means that we could be entering into a bear market. So after this algorithm has separated at what state the crypto market is, we then have 15 specialized algorithms that look into the chart data of each specific coin to determine buy and sell signals based on momentum indicators and other types. And then we draw upon these two and combine them to create the final trading product. So if the market is in a good state, or the market is recovering, then we will release the signals given by the second algorithm. And this gives you two layers of security. You can have one algorithm focused on just determining the scale of the problem, which is the buy and sell signals, and then you can have another algorithm, like a parent algorithm, sitting on top that is looking at the entire market and the bigger image in order to determine whether it should allow the more the other algorithm to make its decisions. So this is the model. As products go, we are looking to push a lot further into the algorithmic trading domain. We have already released algorithms for 15 different coins, but we want to experiment, of course, with new coins and also with other types of algorithms, because the product we have designed at the moment is mainly to decrease volatility and to save investors from the sharp drops that happen in the crypto market. Because usually you get like this period of just growth, like organic growth, then it goes up and up and up, and then you get these sharp drops where investors panic. So we wanted a way to make this space a lot safer, especially for people with larger capital, because it can be a spooky space to put your money in when the drops can be so sharp and so steep. So that was me, and I'll pass it back to John.
Brilliant. That sounds like some exciting stuff. Just before Cersei asks the last question. So you said that you have 15 algorithms. So you've literally coded out all these algorithms for the different market sort of market environments. Whether it's going through a bull or bear.
Basically, there's 16. One is the parent algorithm, as I spoke about, looking at the entire market and determining its state. And then it's a specialized algorithm for each coin. Wow.
Do you know what? I have got some more questions, but I know that Cersei wants to get her last question in, and then we've got OJ also, and then I'm sure John's got a lot to share. So go ahead, Sheila. Cersei, sorry.
What are some of the next projects in the future that you plan to build?
So our very next step, apart from the algorithm, Cersei, is actually our investment pools. Our investment pools will be our security token offering. So when a company wishes to create an investment product, they will come to us. Let's say, for example, in real estate, we are now exploring some real estate assets in the UK and in Greece, which we are going to tokenize. So through tokenizing these projects through our platform, actually these companies will be able to get funding for their projects, and in return, they're going to give back an annual return. And the main advantage that we are going to have is that all capital that is going to be invested in these products, in these investment pools, is going to be insured. So no one is going to lose their money if the project doesn't go well, if they don't get a return. You won't lose your capital, which it's 100% secure investment when it comes not to losing your money. Of course, no one can guarantee an annual return. We have several things happening around us, like the war in Ukraine and in Russia, which is affecting the global market. But we can't guarantee that no one is going to lose their money. So our main focus will be to attract big companies that wishes to create investment products. And the main advantage for our users is that with a small amount, they are going to be able to invest in large scale projects. Right now, the minimum ticket to go to AVC and handle your money and invest in such things is 150,000 euro. Which is very high for micro investors. Now, micro investors through our platform will be able to invest in such projects. So our next target is to attract big companies with really good services that are going to give good annual returns to our users. This is our main focus in the next 12 months once we complete our pre-sale, which is currently running.
Guys, thank you very much about your answers, and I wish you all the best with your project. So that was all for me. That were my questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent, guys. All right, OJ, are you with us? I know you've got.
Yep, I'm here. I'm ready to go. Hello, everyone. I think you guys answered a lot of questions I might have had. Just have two small ones. Number one being, what was the difficulty overall of the project? In terms of number 1 through 10, from white pages, white papers, all the way down to now having a bigger team of people working towards that same goal?
Well, let me answer that, OJ. We have a very main advantage, a privilege that we have with us, and that is that as a team, we have already been operating a crypto newsletter. It's called Crypto Advanced, and we have built a strong community. So this community really supported the idea of TFlow. We have 60,000 people in our Facebook group. So these people learned about what we were preparing to do. They supported the project. So from one side, we were lucky because we have already built a strong community which supported us in our first steps and supported us in our pre-sale. And the second thing is that, the important thing is the timing of the talent that gathered together, like me, like Haris, like Vespina, and the rest of the advisors, but mainly this trio, me, Haris, and Vespina. So we combined our knowledge in order to create what the people need, because from our experience, from our crypto newsletter, we're able to listen to people, do they need, what are the problems they're having with actually being investing in crypto. And we saw that first, micro investors want to give away control of their crypto funds. They don't want to be responsible for handling their money. Secondly, a lot of copy trading platforms do not offer a complete solution or have problems. Thirdly, the human factor, because we spent thousands of hours, especially me and Haris and Vespina as well, we spent thousands of hours into trading. And we realized that humans cannot trade efficiently because you have a human emotion, you get tired, and most think that the factor that not a lot of people understand is that where you are a copy trader and you provide copy trading services, you have an audience. If you interact with this audience, you get affected by their emotions and their impatience to do trades, and you make mistakes. That's what led us to create these automated trading algorithms, and this is why Haris has designed these bots.
Awesome, thank you for that very much. So in terms of the overall difficulty, then it was going to be a lot more difficult, but you guys had the resources in turn to make those steps easier, make those next ideas easier to reach and to gain whatever knowledge you could out of those. Okay, thank you for that. Number two, I think this has kind of been answered already. Haris, this is more so for you. What inspired the tokenomics model? Was it math? Was it truly mathematics that inspired how you guys are reading, breathing, and seeing that code?
I mean, the tokenomics model, at least for me, always comes down to your coin reflecting as closely as possible the actual size of the project. So if you have a platform and the platform holds a coin, what you would ultimately want is like the amount of users and the time they spend on that platform to closely reflect the price action of the coin. For me, at least, that would be optimal. And for this, of course, this is something that users do not spend a lot of time on, like regular apps, because it's you go in and you place an investment. But by this tokenomics model, you get a complete reflection of how much capital is invested onto the platform. That will be reflected into the coin, because you need a percentage of coin in order to have the assets. So I think it's the price action will closely reflect the reality of the situation.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, Haris. I'm all good on questions.
Great stuff. Great stuff. All right. So do you guys, I have got a couple of questions, but if you guys want to expand anything else on, the whole project before I get into the questions, I can go first, or you guys can wait till a little bit later.
Just Karl, I want to share some small details about the project, because our main purpose is to simplify access to crypto services to the simple user. This is our main scope, to create a really user-friendly application where someone could log in, pass the KYC, deposit their stable coins, and then have very good options with the simple clicks and get big returns. this is our scope, and we want to do it with maximum security. As you mentioned before, we locked our tokens for the team tokens for 16 months because we want to show credibility to our supporters. We appreciated them a lot. And of course, we're doing a lot of research every day in order to improve the algorithm. And this is why we went out to the market to do the pre-sale. So we have more funds to focus and spend on our R&D and improve further our technology.
Mm-hmm. Sure. No, sounds good. Sounds good. Definitely. I've got a couple of questions, right? So the trading button, this might be for Harris as he's the algorithm person. So with the algorithms that you are building, do they have any dollar cost average sort of coding or algorithm encoded in your algorithms? So
no, the current algorithm we have created is it gives out buy and sell signals. That doesn't, of course, mean that the investors won't be able to dollar cost average into the bot, and I think that will be a very beneficial strategy. But we leave that up to them.
Right. Okay. So these are programmable bots from a user perspective, right?
I mean, the user can put a position into the bot. So if he wants to, he can be putting in 100 euros per week, and thus be dollar cost averaging into the bot.
Right.
But if a user wants to put 10,000 euros today, he should be able to do that, and a bot shouldn't be able to dictate that no, I'm going to split your investment into entry points throughout 3 months. Sure.
Got that. Right. Okay. No, that's great. The reason why I'm asking that is it seems like a lot of services that offer bot type services, they use the DCA structure, which seems to be relatively profitable. But you guys obviously are building your own unique stuff. So I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to for the whole thing to launch and to see what you guys are doing. My next question is, so is this gonna be something on the Binance Smart Chain, for instance, where we can have a bot that's running where we can buy tokens on Pancake Swap, for instance, and buy and sell on Pancake Swap, for instance?
Do you mean the token of the bot or the token of the platform? Because the bots will be inside the platform and they'll be connected directly to an exchange. As for the coin of the platform, it's a completely decentralized coin. It will be indexes and in centralized exchanges.
Okay, no. So the question is your platform going to be able to connect to Pancake Swap to do those trades?
Yeah. Well, what we have implemented is the classic ERC20 standard for token, and therefore it's compatible with any other contract created in the blockchain.
Excellent. The reason why I'm asking that is because there isn't really much of a market out there for a bot with an algorithm that you can completely trade on a decentralized exchange like PancakeSwap, right? And there is a big gap in the market for that. And if you guys are going to fill that, that's excellent, because I've been looking for something like that for years, right? So then on the back of that then, so let's say a token is released and they actually list it on PancakeSwap, and let's say it's DGA, the token ticker's name is, and in order for you to buy that token and trade with it, you have to use BUSD. You guys will be able to incorporate that into your, like, I'll be able to use your system to be able to buy those new tokens. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, I didn't completely understand the question.
Okay.
I can help a little bit in this. In order, right now, what we have done is actually focus our efforts in designing algorithms that are for specific coins. Let me just note for what coins do we cover right now with the algorithm, okay? So right now we're covering Bitcoin versus Tether, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Phantom, Luna, NEAR, Matic, AVAX, AXS, VET, Engine, Sand, EGLD, Solana, and Theta network. These are the coins that our algorithm currently works on. Now, if there is a new coin that is added in decentralized exchange, of course, we can make our research, design an algorithm, and you will be able to use our algorithm for this specific pair. But it's always a pair that we have to do research for, make the R&D, and then release the specific algorithm for this coin, either it's in the centralized exchange or in a centralized exchange. I think that helps, clarifies everything.
Right. Okay, yeah. That pretty much does. Okay, all right. That's cool. And what about sniping bots or front running bots? Are you guys planning on maybe implementing any of those type of stuff on your platform?
It is in our future plans to do so. Right now, we just focus on this technology, so we make sure that it works. May I note this? It is important for our audience to know that in most cases, our algorithm in the last 14 months, because we did our back testing and R&D, outperforms holding. So if you just holded these coins, because Carl, the last 12 months, especially 2021, was a good year for altcoins. Yeah. If you just hold them, you would of course take a profit. But if you used the algorithm, you would outperform holding in most of the cases. And this is something that it's public and it's available on our site for someone to go and take a look and see at the results.
Ah, brilliant. In actual fact, I want to recap on something that you said, John, because back in 2017 was my best year in cryptos, right? For some reason, I came on back in 2019, 2020, 2021, and there's just been a barrage of rug pulls, and it's just anyway. So you mentioned Ethos. You was a part of Ethos, right? Because Ethos, I actually made majority of my gains with Ethos, and before they changed their name to Ethos, they used to be called
BQX.
Sorry.
If they were called BQX.
Yes, there you go. And then they transitioned to Ethos, and I made an absolute killing. I have to say, put all hands up to a gentleman called Superman, who was another YouTuber, and he was very connected with Ethos, and he obviously gave me the signal to go ahead and invest in that. So can you give a little bit? I mean, how was you connected with those guys?
So initially, of course, I was a fan of Supo myself. And, when I started watching YouTube videos in 2017, Supo was one of the first people that I was paying attention to. I also bought some of his courses because he created, online courses in Udemy, telling you about where to invest.
That's right. And
PQX was one of the first initial coin offerings that Supo suggested to get into. Mm-hmm. So once I get into the ICO, which was at 0.07 cents, of course you remember it well because that was the price that you could get into. That's and right. Then I was impressed by how Superman supported the project. And of course, as you mentioned, Carl, 2017 was a total different era. Then at that time, where a specific YouTuber, if he was really strong, supported the coin, you could see 20% within a session, a day session of that coin. So then, when they rebranded at Ethos.io, they made the call to several people that wanted to participate as customer support or helping in operations. So I met the team there and started exchanging some info and some opinions about how they could go. Of course, we saw Ethos going almost at $10. Remember that night in January 2018, where it's $10 when they got listed in an exchange in Korea. It was for about a few hours. But then afterwards, Ethos gave a big lesson to everyone about patience because, of course, when Superman decided to withdraw from the project and withdraw his support, and we have the team break apart because some of them got away from the project in order to start their own crypto company, and this is where trouble started, and the bear market started as well. And the price went back to 0.01.
I know.
But then afterwards, the transition to Voyager, actually the price got up to $7. But who kept Ethos for 3 years in a bear market? Almost no one.
Yeah, well, exactly. I was lucky enough to sell on the high when it got to $10. or round about there is when I actually I kind of sold my bags. You know, sorry guys, sorry Ethos, but it is what it is, man. I sold my bags and converted it to another coin. But no, brilliant. It's good to know that we both go that far back, and we both was connected to Superman, and he's a great YouTuber, you know. So I still got a lot of respect for him.
Of course, let me note that, you know, the next project that he suggested didn't go very well. It was called Bit Degree, and you know, it didn't go very well, that project, the ICO. It did reach 40 cents, but then it disappeared from the market.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, that's brilliant. And you know what? TradeFlow has there is a massive room for what you guys are doing. I just want to applaud you for actually taking the initiative to step into that space. You know, there's so many projects out there doing memes, doing, you know, all types of stuff, but you guys are actually stepping into a space which is very, very needed. And I do believe, you know, once, you know, I believe in, obviously, Harris obviously knows what he's doing. He's, you know, written out 16 algorithms so far. So, you know, he obviously knows what he's doing. And, you know, based on what you guys are saying on this AMA, that it's better to use your system than to hold. I've held since 2009. Well, I've been holding. Yeah, and I haven't let go. And a lot of times I tend to not want to trade, especially important tokens like BTC, Ethereum, stuff like that. But you guys are bold to say that your system is one of which you can confidently say that if you can actually trade those tokens and build on those tokens, accumulate more.
Yes, this is possible. Of course, it's a kind of automated accumulation, what we have designed around these coins. And you know, it's important to study its coin chart, let's say Bitcoin, to study the chart and see the Bitcoin cycles and how this is going through the months, and design a strategy that works in that. Of course, may I note that it is really important what you are doing, the holding strategy and believing in the technology, you know, because we have people that do not believe in the technology. They want just quick wealth. And this does not happen in crypto. You know, crypto punishes you if you go for quick wealth. So what we actually decided as a team, you know, being able to review crypto and create crypto news, was that with the knowledge that we had, the most important thing to do is create a coin and a decentralized finance protocol that is going to be a very good project and the next big thing. That's why we designed TFlow as a coin and as a business model, because we believe that we could have what it takes to make this coin succeed. But of course, you know, it's totally different what happened in 2017. There, when you organized an ICO, you had great percentage of success. Right now, you have a sea of scam projects. You know, you have a lot of metaverse and NFTs and all of the fuzz. But what I really believe is that decentralized finance will be the protocol that will be successful in the next years. And one of the projects that inspired us was Yen Finance. This protocol was our initial inspiration to design the TFlow coin.
Brilliant. Yeah, your finance is definitely up there. So I agree with that. Does any of my team people, do you guys got anything else you want to ask? Or if not, then maybe Harris got some stuff that you want to share with us before we wind this down?
Yeah, nothing right now. Thank you guys so much again.
Thank you, Jay.
CSC, you out of questions?
Yeah, that was all for me. Thank you very much, guys.
No problem. All right, Harris, is there anything else you want to share from a technical perspective?
Yeah, I'll add something to your outperforming the buy and hold remark. Basically, the way this is achieved is by finding a way to make a low re-entry. So if you look at the equity of the algorithm compared to the graph of the buy and hold, which basically the graph of the specific coin, what you will see is as the price is increasing, as you're in a bull run, you might underperform buy and hold a little because you won't be as exposed to the market, because this bot moves in and out of the market. So therefore you will have certain periods of time that maybe you're outside of it, and therefore you have an underperformance. but then eventually you get this sharp drop. And this is what this algorithm focuses on, catching that sharp drop before it's too late, stopping it at maybe 7% or 8% down the line, instead of having that 20% or 30% drop that a lot of times would happen pretty much in 1 or 2 days. So if you can catch that drop and then achieve a low re-entry, and it doesn't have to be perfect, then it's very doable to actually get that over performance.
Brilliant, brilliant. And obviously these algorithms that you've written are tried and test algorithms, which what yourself or other people have tried, right?
Yeah, they're tried and tested, and we've done extensive back testing, both in periods of increase, like bull markets, in markets that have been trading sideways, and in downtrends. And we've had good results in all three of them. Of course, in a downtrend of a market, we didn't get a positive performance, but the performance we got was better than the buy and hold.
Brilliant. Okay.
Well, we also note something here, in addition to Harris, that these algorithms, what we are discussing, are presenting, are a technology and something that our holders in our PreSale, our TFlow holders, can get their hands on, because when they buy our token, we give them access to our algorithm trading view. So anyone that wishes to buy a TFlow token can now get access to this tool and start setting up their own bots right now until we have our platform ready. So it's not just theory we are discussing about. We have actual product that is available right now for anyone who buys TFlow coins in order to get their hands on it and test it.
Sounds good. Sounds brilliant. I think I might have to take you up on that offer. Absolutely. All right. So, guys, I mean, you know what? It all sounds pretty good. And let me just clarify. It's TradeFlow.Ai. Now, that AI is artificial intelligence, as I'm sure a lot of people know. So basically, you guys are saying that you have a artificial intelligence. Your algorithm is built on artificial intelligence, then, right?
It's not sentient, but yes.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Cool. All right. Well, guys, thank you for being a part of this, man. And you know, I'm completely blown out the water with what you guys are bringing. I'm pumped for the project that you guys are bringing. Thank you for the transparency. Thank you for answering all the questions before we actually got on the AMA and while being on the AMA. And you know what, I'm pretty much out of questions. So it was good.
Thank you very much for having us, Carl. Thank you. Seriously, thank you, OJ. And thank you, Harris, for being here.
Very much. It was great being here.
Very, they don't like to speak a lot, but Harris is here with us, and we are good.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, well, guys, listen, man, this is another show from the CBK, another AMA, and you know what to do. Just let me know in the comments here what you guys think of TradeFlow.Ai, and I'm sure you're pumped to want to see more of these guys. And right now they have a pre-sale. So you need to get yourself over to the website, check it out. And if you want, get some of those tokens. But anyway, that's from me, CBK, to you. I'll catch you in the next show, guys. Peace, peace. I'm out. Okay.